Good afternoon. My name's Colonel Jason Condry, and I'm your garrison commander. I wanted to take a few minutes to share with you some things that are happening around you, focused specifically on base maintenance. We've heard your concerns. The customer satisfaction survey that you did back in the spring, your ICE comments, your calls to housing, your emails directly to me, all of those things have been a source of conversation between the garrison leadership and our base maintenance contractor. And so at this point, things are happening. And building off the momentum that we started earlier this month with our fall cleanup, at times when everyone was focused on cleaning up the common areas in our Army family housing and cleaning up the spaces around our mission and our service facilities, we are taking that to the next level. So right now we have approximately 1,700 service orders that are beyond 30 days. And so that is unacceptable to you for a good reason. You've also been dissatisfied with the amount of communication and feedback, both before, during, and after visits. So there's several things that our maintenance contract has done to address those things. First of all, the surge. So starting last week, our child development centers got the full force of our maintenance workers. They were finishing the open work orders in those areas. They subcontracted out all the work needed to fix our broken elevators. Went around and made sure the heat was on in all of our operational and mission facilities. At the same time, they started making phone calls so that this week, starting today, they could begin addressing the 650 open work orders on patch barracks. And week by week, from now through the end of November, they're going to be surging installation by installation. So that next week, they're focused on Kelly Barracks with the 200 open work orders there. Followed the following week with the 300 on Robinson, and then the last week, 265 open work orders on Panzer. And so they assessed that 60% of our issues are overdue work orders, and I characterize overdue as beyond 30 days, some of them as old as last year. They're going to do the first ones that came in and continue to focus on those one by one until they get them all complete. They think that 60% of them they can get complete with the first visit. Some will require some structural work, some carpentry. They'll have to order some parts. There's two things that they're doing. First of all, they're looking for additional help here in the local community. The second piece is they've identified up to 15 volunteers from stateside. That's tradesmen, that's people that do customer service, and those administrators that work behind the scenes in order to assist and make sure that this surge actually deals with the backlog that we've identified. They will coordinate directly with the customers to ensure that they come back and do follow-up work when it's convenient for you. So the communication piece was another concern. So when you see a technician at your residence, they will show up with a pre-printed card that first of all tells you who is there to do the work, what work is to be done, that's both a description and the work order number, and then of course some contact information, both web and phone, for you to answer some follow-up questions or get some follow-up questions answered. And then the last piece, which is very important, is a box where the technician will initial as they do an outbrief with you, the resident, as to what was done, what still needs to be done, and answer any questions that you might have. So I will tell you that this surge, there's several pieces to it. You may be asking, okay, do they have my work order that I submitted several months ago? I have new work that needs to be done. Will they be able to do that? I will tell you there's several things that you can do to answer that question. First of all, they're going to be manning the phones from 07 to 1630 every day. If you're at a DSN phone, you can call 421-6200. If you have a commercial phone or your cell phone, call them at 0711-7228-6200. If it's not during those duty hours when they're manning the phones, there's several places you can go. StuttgartCitizen.com/service order. That's service with a dash and order. That's where you can put in some additional work. Also on the Stuttgart app, on that first page, in the center row of icons, third one down, there's an icon that looks like a house that says Repair Hotline. Push that button. You can get an update on your current work order. You can submit a new one. You can call an emergency work order in. All the things that you would need to do is on that button. So I wanted to let you know that that was happening. I wanted to let you know that we are focused on fixing this. The base maintenance contractor is out there. They are in your neighborhood. They are working hard to ensure that all of the issues that you have are being addressed. So I'm interested in your feedback. This is a new initiative. We're focused on solving the right problems and communicating with the community. And so we will post updates, give you as much information as possible. But ultimately, I want everybody that lives in our community to be able to say, I'm glad I live here.